Now we shall start filling the SSR for criteria 5. Criteria 5 is student support and progression. As you can see here, there are 13 metrics in this criteria. So going ahead, let us see what are the key indicators and metrics in this criteria to be filled by institutions. The first key indicator is 5.1 student support. In this, the first metric is 5.1.1 average percentage of students benefited by scholarships and free ships provided by the government during last 5 years. Under this, we have the first sub question 5.1.1.1 number of students benefited by scholarships and free ships provided by the government year wise during last 5 years. Here you can see you have to fill data for 5 assessment years. The assessment years are automatically calculated by the system, and the calculation of assessment years to be displayed in SSR is based on the submission date of your IIQA. This has been explained in detail in the guidelines video. Then we have related input. The related input is the extended profile question and any standard values used in the calculation of the final response of a metric based on the formula. Here in this metric, the extended profile question number of students year wise during last 5 years data is used in this metric. So you have to fill the values for the 5 assessment years displayed in the portal. For this metric, you have to enter the number of students benefited in that respective year. For example, let us take it as following. So you can just fill the data as per the requirement of your institution and then click on save button to see the final response. The final response will be displayed in this gray colored box, which is non-editable. So you have to just enter the data and then click on save button. Once you click on save button, you will be able to see the final response of the metric generated. Then we have total academic year considered 5, which is the 5 assessment years of NAC. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload. The rules to be followed for uploading and information filling of a data template is explained in the guidelines video. Kindly go through the guidelines video. And to download a data template, you can click here on the data template, or you can download it from apply online page of NAC website. And to upload the data template, that is the file in which the information is saved, you have to click on upload button. Then you have to navigate to the folder where you have stored the file, and then you have to select the file in which the information is filled by you. And all the data templates are always Excel files. So just select the file, click on open button, the file will be uploaded. Please note that any data which you have entered or any file which you have uploaded can be changed or edited only until the submission of SSR. Once your SSR is submitted, you cannot edit or change any of the data or information. If you wish to change the uploaded file for a metric, first click on remove button, then click OK. The file is removed. Again, to upload, you have to follow the same steps. Now for each metric, there are some documents required for verification of the data in that metric, and some of the specific instructions are given to the HEI for filling the data. So let us see what are these documents required and what are the specific instructions of this metric. The documents required are: you have to upload sanction letter of scholarship and free ships. Year wise, list of students in each scheme has to be uploaded. The specific instruction says only government scholarships or free ships both state and central government scholarships or freeships can be considered in this metric. For the large data, the DVV will ask documents for randomly selected students in specific schemes. This is because when you have large data, it will not be possible to provide all the details of all the schemes and all the students, and DVV will not be able to verify the huge data. In such a situation, during clarification process, DVV will select randomly the students which you have listed in specific schemes, and you have to provide the documents related to those students. Next, we have metric 5.1.2, which is average percentage of students benefited by scholarships, freeships, etc. provided by the institution or non-government agencies during the last 5 years. The sub-question is 5.1.2.1. Total number of students benefited by scholarships, freeships, etc. provided by the institution or non-government agencies year-wise during last 5 years. You can see here in metric 5.1.1, it is scholarships and freeships provided by government, which can be state or central government. But in metric 5.1.2, you have to provide the number for scholarships or freeships provided by your institution or non-government agencies only. So you can fill the data accordingly for each assessment year. And here also the related input is number of students year wise during last 5 years, the extended profile question data, and the total academic year considered is 5, which is the 5 assessment years of NAAC. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload. An upload is mandatory if there is a star symbol against it, and you have upload for additional information. And also all the uploads have to be less than 5 MB. If it is beyond 5 MB, you have to upload it on your institutional website and provide the URL in the respective metric. For more details on this, kindly go through the guidelines video. So now let us see what are the documents required for verification of data of this metric and the specific instructions. The documents required will be, you have to upload policy document of the institution or HEI for award of scholarships and freeships. You have to provide year-wise list of students who are benefited, and you have to upload copies of award of freeships, scholarships along with the sponsoring agency. The specific instruction says you have to consider scholarships and freeships sanctioned by the institution and or non-government agencies only. Audited statements showing the expenditure on scholarships or freeships, etc. has to be provided. In the audited statement, you can highlight the relevant data which will help the DVV to verify. And for large data, the DVV will ask documents for specific number of students in specific schemes during the clarification process. And as said, what should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is the data given in metric 5.1.1 should not be included here, because in 5.1.1 you have to include students who are benefited by government, that is state or central government policies or scholarships and freeships only. Moving ahead, we have metric 5.1.3. The metric is capacity building and skills enhancement initiatives taken by the institution include the following: 1. Soft skills, 2. Language and communication skills, 3. Life skills, yoga, physical fitness, health and hygiene, 4. ICT or computing skills. And this is a multiple choice metric, so you can see there are 5 choices available, among which you have to choose one of the choice or option which is applicable for your institution. The 5 choices are A, all of the above, B, 3 of the above, C, 2 of the above, D, 1 of the above, and E, none of the above. For example, in your institution you have soft skills and you have ICT or computing skills. In such a situation, you have to select option C, which is 2 of the above given options. For this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload and you have to provide the link to the institutional website, and any additional information is available to be uploaded. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instructions are for this metric. The documents required will be web link to particular program or scheme mentioned in the metric, and copy of circular or brochure or report of the event, geotagged photographs with date and caption for each scheme or event. For geotagged photographs, you can refer the guidelines video where we have explained how to click a geotagged photo and also how to download it to your institutional website or how to be uploaded in a metric has been explained. So kindly go through the guidelines video. Also, list of programs conducted and the number of students enrolled for each of the events has to be provided. The specific instruction says consider all the students who have enrolled for the schemes. DVV can seek the documents during the attendance regarding the attendance and certificates for the selected list of programs or students enrolled in the specified programs during DVV clarification process. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is mere circulars and student list will not be accepted, and you have to avoid programs conducted as part of the university curriculum. Next, moving ahead, we have metric 5.1.4, which is average percentage of students benefited by guidance for competitive examinations and career counseling offered by the institution during the last 5 years. This has a sub-question 5.1.4.1. Number of students benefited by guidance for competitive examinations and career counseling offered by the institution year-wise during last 5 years. So you have to enter the data for the 5 assessment years as per the requirement of your institution, and in this metric there is a related input, that is the extended profile question. Number of students year wise during last 5 years has been used for the calculation of final response of the metric, and the total academic years considered 5 is standard value which represents the 5 assessment years of NAAC. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload and upload option for any additional information. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instructions of this metric. The documents required for verification of data is copy of circular or brochure or report of program with photographs and captions of such programs along with the details of the resource persons, year-wise list of students attending each of these schemes signed by competent authority, and the specific instruction says students benefited refers to students enrolled or attending the said programs. DVV can seek the documents regarding the attendance and certificates for the selected list of students enrolled during clarification process. Moving ahead, we have metric 5.1.5, which is again a multiple choice metric. The metric is The institution has a transparent mechanism for timely redressal of student grievances, including sexual harassment and ragging cases. 1. Implementation of guidelines of statutory or regulatory bodies. 2. Organization wide awareness and undertakings on policies with zero tolerance. 3. Mechanisms for submission of online or offline students' grievances. 4. Timely redressal of the grievances through appropriate committees. This metric has 5 choices or options from which you have to select one, which is A. All of the above, B. 3 of the above, C. 2 of the above, D. 1 of the above, and E. None of the above. For example, in your institution you have organization-wide awareness and undertakings on policies with zero tolerance, and you have implementation of guidelines of statutory or regulatory bodies. Then you have to select option C, which is 2 of the above 4 options. In this metric you have a upload for minutes of the meetings of student redressal committee, prevention of sexual harassment committee, and anti-ragging committee, and you have to upload details of student grievances including sexual harassment and ragging cases, and you can upload any additional information. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instructions of this metric are. The documents required is the minutes of the meetings of Student Grievance Committee as per the metric, circular or web link or committee report justifying the objective of the metric, proof of constitution of internal committees or grievances committee formation or other committees as per UGC norms. The specific instruction says minutes of the meetings or report of grievances from the concerned committee is essential, and the mechanism of redressal should be available as document and should be hosted in the institution's website. The link of the same shall be provided to validate by DVV. Moving ahead, we have key indicator 5.2 student progression. The first metric is 5.2.1, average percentage of placement of outgoing students during the last 5 years. Sub-question 5.2.1.1, number of outgoing students placed year-wise during the last 5 years. You have to provide the data for each assessment year as per the requirement of your institution, and then click on save button for the final response to be generated. The related input or the extended profile question used in this metric is number of outgoing or final year students year wise during last 5 years. Data is used in this metric, and the total academic year considered 5 is also used. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload, and self-attested list of students placed has to be uploaded, and upload for any additional information is available. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instructions of this metric. The documents required is list of students placed along with placement details such as name of the company, compensation, etc. year-wise. The specific instruction says the placements through HEI placement drive and through pool campus interviews or recruitment drives at other colleges can also be considered. If the data is large, DVV partner will ask for the appointment orders of the selected students during the DVV clarification process for verification of data, and multiple offers to the same students should be counted only once. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV is if same student has multiple offers, you have to count it as 1. If you have counted it multiple times, the value will not be considered by DVV. Moving ahead, we have metric 5.2.2, average percentage of students progressing to higher education during the last 5 years. The sub question is 5.2.2.1, number of outgoing students progression to higher education during the last 5 years. In this, you have to enter the value as per the data of your institution, and the related input or the extended profile question used is number of outgoing or final year students year wise during last 5 years. There is a mandatory data template upload in this metric, and you have to upload supporting data for student or alumni, and any additional information upload option is available. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instructions are. The documents required for this metric is upload supporting data for students who have joined for higher education in prescribed format for all the years in the assessment period. Specific instruction says proof like admission letters or identity cards or higher degree certificates for selected students progressing to higher education will be asked by DVV partner for verification during DVV clarification process. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is appearing or passing competitive exams for higher education cannot be considered as progression to higher education unless the students get admitted in the respective higher education course. Moving ahead, we have metric 5.2.3, average percentage of students qualifying in state or national or international level examinations during the last 5 years. The examinations can be IIT or JAM or NET or SLET, that is SLET, or GATE, GATE, or GMAT, GMAT, or CAT, CAT, or GRE, or TOEFL, that is TOEFL, or civil services or state government examinations, etc. You have two sub questions in this metric, 5.2.3.1 and 5.2.3.2. The first sub question is you have to give number of students qualifying in state or national or international level examinations year wise during the last 5 years, and in second sub question you have to give number of students appearing in state or national or international level examinations year wise during the last 5 years. You have to provide the data for both the sub questions for the 5 assessment years, then click on save button for the final response to be generated. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload, and you have to upload supporting data for the metric, and any additional information can be uploaded. Now let us see what are the documents required and specific instruction of this metric are. The documents required is list of students year-wise under each head, the qualifying certificates of the students taking the examination year-wise under each category has to be uploaded. There are no specific instructions, but what should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is in absence of certificate, the claim will not be considered, and exams conducted for job recruitments other than the examinations conducted by state or central government should not be included or will not be considered here. Moving ahead, we have key indicator 5.3, student participation and activities. Under this, we have the first metric 5.3.1, number of awards or medals for outstanding performance in sports or cultural activities at university or state or national or international level during the last 5 years. The award for a team event should be counted as 1. This has a sub question 5.3.1.1, number of awards or medals for outstanding performance in sports or cultural activities at university or state or national or international level year wise during the last 5 years. You have to provide the data for the 5 assessment years and then click on save button for the final response to be generated. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template to be uploaded. You have to upload e-copies of award letters and certificates and upload for any additional information is available. Now let us see what are the documents required for verification and specific instructions of this metric are. The documents required is e-copies of award letters and certificates. The specific instruction says only university, inter-university or state or national or international achievements will be considered in this metric. Participation in Republic Day Parade at Rajpath, New Delhi by NCC candidates may be considered in this metric. Award for team events should be counted as 1. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is participation or appreciation certificates and awards from regional or local or institutional levels should be avoided. Awards from intra or inter institutions will not be considered in this metric. Moving ahead, we have metric 5.3.2. You can see a text box here because this is a qualitative metric. The metric is institution facilitates students' representation and engagement in various administrative, co-curricular and extracurricular activities following duly established processes and norms. Student council, students' representation on various bodies. Here you can see a help button. Once you click on help button, you can see what is the description to be given in a qualitative metric. For this metric, you have to describe the students' representation and engagement in various administrative, co-curricular and extracurricular activities within a maximum of 500 words. To write the description, you can type it directly in this text box which is provided, or if you want to copy paste it from an external source, that is from a file which you have created or any web page, first you have to copy the content, then click on the paste button here and then you can press Ctrl V and then click on OK. The content will be pasted here. In this metric, you have options for upload of any additional information and option to provide the link for additional information on your institutional website. Moving ahead, you have metric 5.3.3, average number of sports and cultural events or competitions in which students of the institution participated during the last 5 years, organized by the institution or other institutions. In this metric, you have sub-question 5.3.3.1, number of sports and cultural events or competitions in which students of the institution participated year-wise during last 5 years. You have to enter the data for the 5 respective assessment years and then click on save button. In this metric, you have a mandatory data template upload the report of the event and any additional information. Now let us see what are the documents required for verification of data in this metric and what are the specific instructions to be followed to fill the data in this metric. The documents required for verification is the report of the events along with photographs appropriately dated and captioned year-wise, copy of circular or brochure indicating such kind of activities, list of students participated in different events year wise. If you have the reports or the copy of circulars or the list of students which is beyond 5 MB in the size, then kindly go through the guidelines video to see how to provide such data for a respective metric. The specific instruction says all activities conducted under an event will be counted as one event. For large data, DVV will seek participation certificates of specified students during the DVV clarification process. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV in this metric is events cannot be split into activities. The competitions organized by the institution without the participation of their own students will not be considered by DVV in this metric. Moving ahead, we have key indicator 5.4 alumni engagement. The first metric is 5.4.1. There is a registered alumni association that contributes significantly to the development of the institution through financial and or other supported services. Once you click on help button, you can see you have to describe contribution of alumni association to the institution within a maximum of 500 words. So you can type the data directly or copy paste it by clicking here on paste, and then paste the content required by clicking on Ctrl V and then click OK. If your description is beyond 500 words, or if you want to provide any supporting documents for the description of a qualitative metric, you can provide it in upload for additional information, or the link for additional information can be used. Next, we have metric 5.4.2, the last metric of this criteria, which is alumni contribution during the last 5 years INR in lakhs. This is a multiple choice metric, so you have to choose from one of the 5 choices, which is A, greater than or equal to 5 lakhs, B, 4 lakhs to 5 lakhs, C, 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, D, 1 lakh to 3 lakhs, E, less than 1 lakh. So for your institution, if the alumni contribution is between 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, you have to select option C. In this metric, you have options to upload any additional information, or you can provide the link for the additional information on your institutional website. Now let us see what are the documents required for verification of data in this metric and what are the specific instructions. The documents required is annual audited statements of accounts of HEI highlighting alumni contribution duly certified by chartered accountant has to be provided. List of alumnus or alumni with the amount contributed year-wise to the institutions has to be uploaded. What should not be included or will not be considered by DVV is mere list indicating the contribution will not be considered. Amount contributed towards alumni association or in any kind to the HEI should not be included, or even if included will not be considered by DVV. After filling all the data metrics, you can click on save, and the final list where you have left any of the metrics pending without providing the data, or if you have left any of the upload which is mandatory, will be displayed here along with the metric IDs.